Hello Team Ibrox, hope everybody's well. This is our second assembly while we are not all together in school. Today is the 25th of January, which is a special day which we'll talk a wee bit more about in a little while. I want to just apologise before I go on about getting a little mixed up with all the days last week. I wasn't quite sure when I knew when I was filming it, but wasn't quite sure when we were going to put it live. So I'm a bit clearer, so hopefully I won't get mixed up about that again, and dates for competitions and things will be easier to sort out. So this is the 25th of January and it will be about 1 o'clock possibly when this goes live, and some of you will tune in then and some of you maybe tune in a little bit later. So today's assembly, a few different things. I've had to get my diary out and write some notes because there's so much actually jam-packed into it, I don't think I'll remember it all. So we've got birthdays, which are going to be the first thing that I announce in a little minute. Then we've also got a little bit about Burns, followed by a bit of information from me on our new home learning packs which are being given out today as we speak. And then finally competition time. So there's some winners to announce, and there is also this week's competition for Where is Mrs. Y. Okay, so busy assembly, just like it is when we're in school, non-stop. Birthdays. Now, at our assemblies, we celebrate all the children in the nursery school's birthday. What happens is, as you all know, everybody gets two birthday certificates, and one of your birthday certificates goes back to class with you, and it goes into your achievement folder. Now, Aman, thank you very much. I've borrowed your achievement folder as a little exemplar. So, birthday certificates, one goes into your achievement folder. That one I will arrange to put in your achievement folder for now. And then your other birthday certificate will go to you. Now normally I would just give that to you, but as you're not all here just now, this birthday certificate is going to get posted to you Badger Mail. So what you need to look out for while we're not all in school is any letters that might come to your house with a little badger on the envelope. So birthday certificates will be getting sent to you Badger Mail this week. So if your name's called out, you keep a wee lookout in the post for that, okay? Now today we're going to do November and December birthdays. Now the reason for this is because before we broke up for the winter holiday, we were catching up with birthdays that had happened right back from July. So we did July and August, September, October, and then we didn't get to November, December birthdays. So today I'm going to do November and December birthdays, and then next week we'll do all of January, and then by then we'll caught up and we can actually do birthdays week to week as they're happening. Okay, so first up for the November, we'll work through nursery right up to primary 7, okay? So in the nursery, Beatrice, Safa and Darbara, you all celebrated a birthday in November. In primary 1, we had Charlotte, Jessica, Lamaya and Mazrur all celebrating their birthday in November. Then primary 1-2, we had Ali. In primary 2-3, we had Lily May, Ahmed and Riley. Then in primary 3, we had Muhammad Ali, we had Mohammed Beg, and we had Ayan Beg and Aliza, twin sister, celebrating their birthdays, along with Ryan Kerr. Moving on to primary 4, we had Lano, Nabil, Rajveer and Veera all celebrating their birthdays. In primary 6, we had Salma and Mohammed Win. And then in primary 7, we had Lee and Rajveer. And I remember, Rajveer, your birthday was celebrated on St Andrew's Day, and I remember we were doing an assembly that day, so you got a wee happy birthday at the time, but this is you actually getting your certificate. Okay, so moving on, these are December birthdays. 23 more, there was 23 there, here's another 23. So we've got Muhammad Ali, Muhammad Arshad and Mustafa in our nursery, celebrated a birthday in December. Aravajit in primary 1, Honor, Elisha, Aisha, Abby, Harris all celebrated a birthday in December in primary 1-2. Then we had Zainab in primary 2-3, got Haya and Arush in primary 3, Anya, Cody, Connor, Shay and Mila all celebrated. Oh, I'm sorry, Nicholas too in primary 4. Jordan, Caitlin and Abdul in primary 6, as well as Dua, apologies Dua for missing you out there, and Suban in primary 7. So that's another 3 there. Another 23 there. Look out for your letter coming home this week with your birthday certificate in it, and I will make sure that your school certificate is popped inside your achievement folder. Okay, so big happy birthday to all of you celebrating your birthday in November and December. I'd also like to say there's been a wee birthday in school this week. Mrs. Lewis celebrated a birthday, a big birthday, so big happy birthday to her, and she kept that a little secret, so I've actually not managed to wish her a happy birthday. I think it was either Thursday or Friday, so you could maybe tweet Mrs. Lewis and say a belated happy birthday there. Okay. So as I mentioned at the beginning of the assembly, today is the 25th of January, so this is Rabbie Burns Day. All around the world, not just in Scotland, people celebrate today, usually having a Burns supper, but there's lots and lots of ways that people celebrate. Usually in school we would be doing something to mark this special day too. As you can see, I've got my tartan scarf on specially. I've got a bit of tartan in the background. And I'm going to read you a couple of lines from 3 of Burns' poems, 3 poems that are special to me in different ways. I would like you to try and work out which poem it is. If you know what it is, you can tweet me the answer, or you can send me an email, or you could phone the school, speak to me, and you could tell me what you think the poem is. Another wee thing that you could possibly do to try and celebrate and mark Rabbie Burns' birthday, you could even learn a Scottish poem. It doesn't need to be a Burns poem. You could learn a Scottish poem and recite it on Twitter. Maybe get somebody at home to video you and pop it on so that we could all enjoy that. Because I know certainly, especially the older children in the school, you'll have learned poems over the years that you might even be able to remember today. Okay, so I'll read a couple of lines from a poem and you'll have to try and work out the title. Right, the first one here, this is a poem that I have heard recited lots of times here at Ibrox. It's a favourite here, and it's one that, as I say, it reminds me of the boys and girls here because we've learned this lots of times. Wee sleekit coorn timorous beastie, oh what a panic's in thy breastie. And that's all I'm going to say. So that's the first one, if you can work out what the title of that famous Burns poem is. This second Burns poem, this is a poem that when I was a student teacher, training to be a teacher, my class learned this. So that was a long, long time ago. We're talking maybe 20 years ago, long time ago. But it brings back happy memories of the time that I spent in this class. It was a school in Stirling, so that's why I've picked this one. John Anderson, my Joe John, when we were first acquaint, your locks were like the raven, your bonny brow was brent. So, what's the title to that? That's maybe quite an easy one. I think the giveaway's in a couple of the first line. But anyway, you can go away and have a wee research on that one. And this last one that I've chosen, this is another famous one, and actually one that we've recited lots of times in Ibrox too. But I remember my little brother, he recited this poem at his primary 7 Burns Assembly, and that was a long time. He's 30 now, so it's a long, long time ago. But this brings happy memories of being at that Burns celebration and him saying it. Is there for honest poverty that hangs his head and all that? The coward slave, we pass him by, we dare be poor for all that. That's all I'm going to say. So, 3 titles I'm looking for if you can try and guess the 3 famous Burns poems. And I hope you all managed to maybe do a little something at home to celebrate Rabbie Burns' birthday today. New home learning packs are going out today. Some of you might have already collected them by the time you see this assembly. You'll notice there are improvements to this block's learning pack. So this is for 2 weeks and a couple of days because we've got a holiday coming up that'll tag on potentially to the end of it. But as I say, tweaks being made, improvements, trying to listen to what our families are saying and then trying to make these packs even better to make sure that our children are learning as much as they can during this period that we're not all together in school. Okay, so one of the things in your pack is a letter from me. Just a little thing, a wee update from me to let you know what I've been up to. Really though, I'm hoping for a reply, and I would love to hear all about what you have been getting up to, maybe during the holidays or even just now. And I've put different ways at the bottom that you could email me, you could actually post me a letter, you could drop it off at the school, or you could take a picture and tweet it. Okay, so look out for that, everybody, in your home learning pack. That's that there. Primary 1, your home learning pack's rather exciting. You have a little bit of garlic going along with it, and I think inside your pack, Miss Whitehead will have explained what she wants you to do with that. And nursery, your home learning this week looks super duper exciting. I can see it's linked very much to do with Burns Day as well, so you've got little instructions in there. You've got a little song to sing, and you've also got some packets of porridge, a good old Scottish breakfast for you to make with your family, and it'd be lovely to tweet if you could tweet some pictures of you doing that. Even tweet some, maybe a wee video of the children singing the little song in there. So it's going along to the tune of Old MacDonald Has a Farm, but there are different words in there. So as I say, tweet so that we can see all this learning that's going on at home. Okay, the other thing that's a bit different about the home learning packs, as I say, they're improved. Hopefully you'll think they're improved and you'll tell us. But there's also little videos to go along with it explaining a bit about how to use the pack. And the staff have all been busy making these, and they'll be available via the blog and the app. So you would go onto the blog or the app, whatever you use, and link into your class, your child's class, and click on it, and you'll see a little video that's been created by the class teacher to give you a little bit of further explanation about how to use the pack and complete the work. Okay, so looking forward to hearing a little bit of feedback on how you found these packs to support your children's learning. Okay. So, last little bit of the assembly, and it's competition time. So, I'm going to start off by saying big thank you to all the people who have entered the competition, the Design a Thank You card. So, I've got a lot of entries. I've also had some entries via Twitter, so big thank you for that. And I've had one entry via email, so great, thank you for that. We're going to say, I've got quite a lot, but I think we could get some more. I'm going to say Friday is going to be the last. So it's Friday the 29th of January will be the last day you can enter the Ibrox Nursery and School Thank You Card competition. Big thanks, as I say again, for those that have already entered. So we have got the Where is Mrs. Y or Where is Mrs. Young competition. I had lots of entries last week via Twitter. I had some people were able to tell me. I'm thinking that what might make it easier for me when it comes to putting the entries in my special sparkly hat, if you're entering via Twitter, which is really great and it's nice and simple for everybody, could you try and remember to use the hashtag? So hashtag whereisMrsY, because that will then let me easily, hopefully, let me find all the entries when it comes to planning the assembly and making sure I don't miss any entries to go into the hat, okay? So, we've got a little prize here for the winner, and the prize will get sent out to you badger mail. So again, you'll need to look out for your envelope with a little badger on it if you're the winner, okay? So, let's see, don't even have anybody here to help me out, it's a shame. Right, let's see who the winner is. Oops, sorry about that. Oh, I can't get this open. Right. So, this is an entry from Dua, and Dua, she thinks that I'm in the kitchen, and I'm going to accept that because I would have accepted the little area between my office and the other meeting room, but I call it as my kitchen. So Dua, in primary 2-3, you are the winner. Please look out for the prize in the post and your little badger sticker on the envelope. So big well done there to Dua. So today, where is Mrs. Y? Don't forget, entries via Twitter, great. Also, you can email me them, that's fine, or tell me if you do happen to see me. But Twitter's good. Hashtag whereisMrsY. Everybody have a great week, and I look forward to hearing or seeing via Twitter of all the learning that's happening throughout the school and the nursery. Right, take care everybody, stay safe. Bye bye.